Now we go to exactly what you all are talking about, which is the pressure from both parties, the extremes of both parties on this. Congressman Greg Casar of Texas joins us. The progressive whip is with us from Capitol Hill. Congressman, it's good to see you. Is any compromise going to be acceptable to the Progressive Caucus and the far left?
Thank you so much for having me on. And of course, I and the Progressive Caucus are open to working with the president to reduce the deficit. In fact, I'm supportive of much of what's in the president's budget that reduces our deficit by over $1 trillion. Of course, we're open to compromising to land a budget, understanding we live in divided government. But what I'm not willing to do, and so many Progressive Caucus members aren't willing to do, is to let the entire economy be held up for ransom and accept things like cuts to veterans' benefits, taking food out of kids' mouths, slashing federal programs and kicking people off of Medicaid. That isn't what we should accept, but the president has a way out of that by just invoking and utilizing his responsibility under the Constitution of continuing to pay our bills and to protect the American people that way.
I'm interested why you in Congress and why members of the Progressive Caucus think that they understand and can sort of use the 14th Amendment when even the Treasury Secretary, President Biden's appointee, the one whose job it is to know all this, says, in fact, you can't. Take a listen. All right, so what she says is, doesn't seem like something that could be appropriately used in these circumstances, given the legal uncertainty around it and given the tight time frame we're on. I ask respectfully, sir, what do you know that the Treasury Secretary doesn't?
Well, I know that these are challenging times. I also know that the Republicans under then President Donald Trump raised the debt ceiling 3 times without complaint, without extraneous or harmful policies attached to it. So I know we're in a challenging situation. But when we are basically being asked to either hurt our constituents on one hand or gravely damage the economy on the other hand, neither of those two are acceptable choices. And so the best thing is for the president to do what the Constitution authorized the president to do after the Civil War, which is say the country needs to continue to pay our bills.
I appreciate you saying that, but there's what we can do and what we want to do. And I'll ask it again. The Treasury Secretary says we can't do this. Janet Yellen's a Democrat appointed by Joe Biden. What do you know specifically about the 14th Amendment that the Treasury Secretary, who says it can't be done, has you saying it can be done?
We have so many folks that wouldn't want us to go to this place, and I wouldn't either. I think what we should do, and I agree with you that what we should do, is raise the debt ceiling just like we have under Democratic and Republican presidents before us. And so, of course, nobody wants to go to that backstop place. But at the end of the day, if that's what we're forced to do to protect the American people, essentially from a ransom note issued by Kevin McCarthy and the most extreme elements of the MAGA Republican Party, what we're going to do is try to defend our constituents and the economy rather than come and slash veterans' benefits, come and slash teachers and funding from our schools.
We can argue back and forth.
We're willing to reduce the deficit. Maybe we should tax billionaires. No, I'm not even arguing. I'm just trying to respond to your question, which is to say, let's put on the table raising taxes for billionaires. Let's close loopholes that are used as tax havens for offshore bank accounts.
Okay, Congressman, I read the same talking points. I appreciate it. Congressman Casar, thank you very much. We appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.